Hey everybody, it's Odie Coyote here. Welcome to Honky Tonk Saturdays live stream edition. I got a tan this last week. I don't know if you can tell. We're at the State Fair. We're going to be talking all about that. In case you're wondering, Honky Tonk Saturdays on Mixed Country 106 just kicked off. And you guys are welcome to tune into the music over there and touch back in here. We're going to be featuring a bunch of Sammy Kershaw tonight. I hope you guys are excited for that. Just because I loved hearing him last week. The concert was amazing. Well, joining me with me, as always, in the studio for our live streams, we have Producer Raven. Hey, Producer Raven, how you doing today?
Doing good, Odie.
Oh, good to hear. It's just always a busy day, right?
Always, yes.
Oh, boy, I got quite the story to tell you guys. We're going to save some of this for on air, but we got quite a bit. So, all right, I got to check in on the live broadcast here to make sure everything is running exactly how we want it to. That looks good. Yeah, we're broadcasting live. And we're set to go on here. We got 2 minutes, 50 seconds, folks, until our first live hit of the show. Oh, boy, yeah, it was definitely a day. It involved the fire department.
Uh-huh.
I didn't burn the place down, I promise.
Fortunately.
So, we're good. We got Honky Tonk America's Sammy Kershaw happening on air now. Here, let me switch this over here so you guys can get a little peek. There we go. And let's make sure it looks good. Hey, there it is. Well, no, it isn't. Oh. Let's try that. It's got the wrong one. Okay, we're going to switch this real quick here. There we go. That's better. We like doing this a lot so you guys at home can see what's going to be on the automation and what's coming up and how we run our shows. We have lots of commands, lots of things happening. So you can see the stop sign. Let me be here. Let me just jump over here with the mouse. Oh, it doesn't show the mouse on here, does it?
Not very well.
Yeah, you can see it. It'd be right here. Yep, you can see my mouse just a little bit. That stop sign indicates we're going to be going on here, and it's flashing red up here because it's telling me how much time I got left. So 35 seconds. All right. I got to switch back over so I can control and run a show. Here we go. 20 seconds, folks. Let's see. We're going to hit our main queue. I got a remote control down here, so we're going to try this out. All right. Quiet in the room. Mics are hot. Mixed Country 106, how's everybody doing? It's Odie Coyote here. Welcome to Honky Tonk Saturdays. How's it going? I got Raven here, Producer Raven. How you doing today? And that big old boom mic of yours this time around? There we go.
Doing good.
Yeah. We have an identity crisis with our boom mics because we use two different mics to make it easier to do live stream audio versus our Honky Tonk Saturdays broadcast edition. Well, you know, it's interesting. It just makes it easier. Technically, I could use the same mic, but then I'd have to hit more buttons, and I don't really want to hit buttons.
Oh, come on. You love buttons.
No, I really
Yes, you do.
I don't. I
You do.
I do not like to hit buttons. But they are a necessary part of what we do here. But we have a good show for you guys coming up here. We're going to be featuring a ton of Sammy Kershaw. Why? Because I was super impressed at his concert last week. We're going to be hitting that up. A couple things here we're just going to be talking about here on our first break. Just what's been going on here at the house. There might have been or might not have been a potential for a fire at our place today. Me to blame. Present. And then also, we got a poll up on our live stream right now at facebook.com/MixedCountry106. If you're friends with me, I've also got this up on my personal page. But we got a poll going on right now. Are mullets back in style? We're going to be talking later in the show why that's important and why we think maybe or maybe not a mullet might be a good idea for Junior. Raven and I are having a discussion for Odie Coyote Jr., if that would be an option for him to grow out a mullet. Are the 80s back in style, or should we have let them go a long time ago? I think producer Raven's first impression is no, they're not back in style yet. Would that be fair or accurate?
Very accurate.
We're doing it.
We're
doing it.
Our son is not having a mullet.
I had a mullet when I was a kid. It was freaking awesome.
Okay. You were on the tail end of the 80s, so it was fine for you.
Okay, so my tail end for the 80s was the mullet, jean jacket, denim jeans, fake cowboy boots, and like a white t-shirt.
Yeah, that's fine for you.
That was what we did in the early 90s, like late 80s era as a kid growing up. That's just what it was. I don't know. All right, well, we're going to keep things moving along here. I love kicking off shows with Granger Smith. Don't worry, we got plenty more Sammy Kershaw coming up right now. Let's do it. It's called America. Right here, if you're on the live stream, you see my tank top here. So let's kick it up here on Honky Tonk Saturdays and
Mixed Country 106.
Clear.
At least you didn't screw it up that time.
I did not. I'm getting better. All right, guys. So we're going to be talking about the fire department potentially getting called here. So that's coming up later. I don't know. We're going to be definitely talking about mullets. But yes, for you guys on the live stream, you should be seeing the poll in that live stream. I want to know, are mullets back in style or not? What are your opinions? And we're going to be sharing them live on air coming up here later on in the show. And yes, we got plenty more Sammy Kershaw. If you can see it coming up in your player up there. If you guys are looking, let me switch it back over here. I don't think they ever got off my...
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I think you guys were still looking at it. So, but yeah, if you see it, we got Sammy Kershaw coming up. National Working Woman's Holiday. Raven's going to appreciate that one. And...
Does that mean I get a break from work?
You should. We got Darren Morris Band going to be coming up, and we're going to be getting into some country news probably later in the show. We don't have a lot to share. There really wasn't much going on in the world of news. I will need to review that, though, and all that. So, yeah, we got a lot more coming up. Oh, let me see. What buttons do I need to push right now?
This one and that one and maybe that one.
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Back to back on a streak, World War champ. See, I can't play it, but I can sing it. We got Granger.
You sure?
Oh, let's see what we're doing here. How we doing on the live stream? Yeah, let's switch it on back here so we can see both of us. Producer Raven, can you give the folks a clue of what it's like being a producer for Honky Tonk Saturdays?
Give them a clue?
Yeah, tell them what it's like.
All I'm doing most of the time is prepping.
What are we prepping right now? What are you working on for me to talk about?
Well, I've already got your first article prepped, your first story prepped that you're going to be reading.
Should probably go read that, huh?
Yeah, you should.
I'm getting told. You know what the thing about having a producer also being your wife? You know
it's mandatory.
No, she gets to yell at me. A producer has to be nice. Otherwise, she gets fired. Or he, whoever. HTS in concerts, 8. I can't quite read the whole thing. Hey.
Just go in.
Yeah.
The date's been updated.
Okay. Was it this Friday that marked the release of this that title, or
Yes.
what? Okay, so this isn't like old news.
No.
Okay, so this is just yesterday.
Yes.
Okay. Don't mean to be so quiet for you guys in the live stream. I'm actually am trying to read this. Raven, if you want to fill in here, anything going on in your world?
Work all day long. See, this is the problem. I'm the quiet one between the two of us. I never have something to talk about.
Can you at all see my Can you see how much time I have left in this song?
About 3 minutes.
And it is on red, right? The stop thing?
Yes.
The stop chain? Okay. Okay, keep me clued in because I'm still reading you. This is a pretty long article.
I'm sorry. A lot of it's quotes.
Those are amazing things. You know what the downside of being in front of really hot lights is?
You sweat?
Yeah, it does not take long. Even in a tank top, I'm hot.
Are you a schwitzer?
Yeah. Those things are really hot.
Is a schwitzer.
Are you still able to see right through me on that live stream?
No. You're fine. Yeah, 2 minutes.
All right. I'm gonna save the Blake Shelton thing and the kids thing for the mullet for the next hour. I'm only gonna be talking about Wade Bowen here.
Okay. Not as long as what it was, but
I just want to share that the main thing for this break for me is just going to be talking about how he had really good albums come out of when he got to break up with his label, and how doing that just seemed to kind of set his creativity free. And I'm going to be talking about this new trend, or not so new trend, but a lot of artists just doing their own independent thing because they really don't need the promotion of a label when social media is so readily accessible. So that's the main thing I'm going to be hitting on here in this break. Okay?
okay.
Do hit me when we are getting to the next thing. And then I'm going into Sammy Kershaw Working Woman's Holiday after this, right?
Yeah.
After this break? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got a minute.
Hang on, I got to see something here. What's the error? Whoa, what are the problems?
Twitter connection.
Okay, and then auto import's having an issue. Okay, I don't care. Auto importer can deal with itself. We're not importing.
Backups are not in sync.
Okay. I can fix that later. They're not critical to on air. So you guys saw those monitor warnings? When that goes off, I get scared. We have systems designed to help. All right, cool. How much time?
20 seconds.
Okay. Quiet in the room. Mixed Country 106 and Honky Tonk Saturdays. It's Odie Coyote here. Woo! All right, Producer Raven in the studio with me. Hey, Producer Raven, I want to thank you ahead of time for these wonderful news articles that you're about to bless our fans with that you've given me. Thank you for your hard work in prepping for all of this, so thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You are a blessing, darling, and I love you.
I love you too.
All right, well, we've got one big story to be talking about here. We got something going on with Wade Bowen. So he had an interview this last week, and he was really talking about how just when he broke up with his record label and how that really helped him. You know, Wade Bowen, like a lot of artists, had to go through quite a bit of, stuff to get to where they are today. And, it's this new trend that's been going on with artists breaking up with their record labels because, well, they frankly don't need their promotion. They've got it pretty much wrapped up where they can be self-promoting with social media, online, their own brand, their own sites. It's not as hard as it used to be to get out there. I mean, you could argue, sure, stations and whatever, you're still having to market to them because believe me, I get emails daily, sometimes multiple emails, like 5 to 6 emails a day with different tracks that artists want to pitch me. And sometimes they're the same song, and I'll get it like 3 days in a row. They really, really do hit radio stations like myself really hard to play tracks. And I try my best to listen to them. I've got at least 50 songs right now that I need to go through and listen to. But aside from that, Bowen was really talking about in this article. He says, quote, "I've never been one to sit around and complain about it, though." When he was talking about a lot of the stuff that he's going through. And he said the accomplished singer and songwriter says during a recent interview with Taste of Country, I'm not the only artist that's going through a bunch of crap. And crappy it was for a good number of years for the Texas Troubadour starting in 2017 when he got out of a major record deal and proceeded to make his own record titled Solid Ground. And I have listened to that record. It is pretty good. I think artists do make their best records when they, are doing it themselves and they're not influenced like, oh my gosh, is this going to sell? Am I going to make quota for these labels that have signed me, and all that? When you can do it yourself and get exposure. Now, don't get me wrong, these guys still have to have management teams. There are still people behind the scenes that have to manage their publicity, their marketing strategy, and things like that. So it's not like they just are doing a one-man band thing. No, they still got their own team. The difference is they're not under obligation to finish an album within a certain time and finish an album that's going to sell. Otherwise, they're going to get dropped. And most people don't realize this, but if an album really tanks, sometimes an artist can have to pay the label. It's not just we trust you to make this and we'll take our losses. No. You have to make a profit. Otherwise, the portion that the artist makes is severely cut. So it's really a risk, and it always has been for these guys. But, Bowen was one of these guys. He's always had an open diary, so I encourage you to read this article on Taste of Country. But, it's pretty open, especially he talked about songs like It's Gonna Hurt. He says, quote, "I just wanted to lead with the simplicity and spirit and the passion and the soul of me as a singer on that one." Bowen says, of the song that he co-wrote alongside with Drew Kennedy. And he says, quote, "I love songs that that have characters in it," Bowen says. And he also collaborated, of course, with Vince Gill. You can probably remember that. And a guitar, a singer, and a song. So I encourage everybody to go out there and check this article out from Bowen. It's pretty cool to see how open he was in this interview. And certainly think highly pretty well of Bowen here. Well, later on in the show, folks, we are going to have our mullet discussion. And we're going to be discussing a whole lot more coming up with kids battling for America's best mullet, and also Blake Shelton's approach and take on how he feels about mullets coming up here on Mixed Country 106 and Honky Tonk Saturdays. Right now, we're going to get back to some more Sammy Kershaw. Let's do it with National Working Women's Holiday. Give it up for dedication for producer Raven here on Honky Tonk Saturdays. I thought I had more time on that, or I didn't realize I had that much time on the ramp.
It's all right.
Woo! I thought that break went actually pretty good.
Yeah.
This is actually some of the smoothest I've ever done for Honky Tonk Saturdays, like without like glitches and pauses, like awkward pauses,
Well, let's keep it going.
Agreed. Let me jump back over here into the system and see what I've got for time at the end of the show. We're at 51:04, so that means we have 8 minutes and 56 seconds to kill still. So we got tons of time to talk about mullets and our fire, our potential fire.
Your fire.
My fire. I always thought myself as a bit of a pyro. And didn't really mean it, like this. It's just sort of an unintentional.
Yeah, especially the time at Keegan's house.
No. But you're going to tell him anyway.
Oh, which one? There's 2 stories.
Because one just wasn't good enough, folks. And go ahead and tell him about the rooftop one with fireworks.
Oh, that one too?
Yeah, go ahead and tell him.
Okay.
Hang on, I gotta mute myself here real quick.
Why?
Because I need to take a drink, and I don't think people want to hear me slurping on a Mountster.
So.
Go for it. You're good.
So there was this one time. It was we're doing 4th of July before fireworks were kind of okay. They're still illegal to shoot off in the city, but our friend Keegan had this bright idea. He's got this welding shed off to the side of his house in his backyard. Him and Keegan climb up on this roof, and they decide to shoot bottle rockets and fireworks off of it. Let's see. Fast forward a little bit, a few years later. I wasn't here for this one, but there was one night where I guess Odie managed to make a pressure cooker with a barrel.
Okay, that one was freaking hilarious, by the way.
Well, that one doesn't take the cake. Then another 4th of July one.
We turned the whole town of Colfax, Iowa. We put it in smoke once. Literally, the entire town was covered in smoke.
I wasn't going to talk about that one.
You can talk about that one. That one's even better.
Oh, I was going to talk about the one at Keegan's again.
Okay. We got plenty of fire stories. Let's just go.
So, it's 4th of July. We're there, and he's got some friends over doing Jello shots and whatnot. And all of a sudden, we put like a bunch of this stuff in a barrel, and cops come across the street. There are like 2 or 3 cop cars parked right across the street, checking out this house, I think is what it was.
Yeah, they were checking out not to be like racist or super or anything, but I don't really know. It was literally a trailer park that had it was known. It was a very Hispanic community. Let's just go with that.
So Keegan was distracting them, had this bright idea to take Odie's cane and try to walk out in the middle of the street, and they're yelling at him to get back over, and we're just like, we thought
like a blind person's cane, like that kind
blind
of thing.
person's cane. So, one of the friends goes, "Okay, guys, let's not put anything else in this barrel."
Yeah, we stopped as soon as we saw the cops. We were just stopped.
Yeah, we just stopped, and then we thought we were all good. And then about 30 seconds later, poof, and we're like, "Ow!"
We threw a mortar shell in this barrel pit, and it just took a while.
Right before
they showed
up.
And so it just took a while.
And we're like, ow!
So it's all real quiet over at our place. We're acting all innocent. Then all of a sudden, boom! I can laugh about it now, but that could have ended very, very badly.
Yes, it could have. We all could have gone to jail.
I'm going to go to jail. All right, I got to check on chats and stuff. Hey, we got someone watching.
Yeah, I know.
Hey.
You don't think I've been watching?
Not that I've been like overly worried that people watch. I know people watch. Not all the time do they watch like right during the show, but they do watch.
Yeah.
I got to get to, where's my thingy? Okay, there's that. Okay, cool. Hey, make sure you guys are commenting. We do have that open poll up about the mullets. You guys are welcome to answer that. Would love to hear your thoughts. I got to go check on our time here. Okay. Our next thing that we're going to be talking about after is twang.
Twang.
Twang, George Strait. Song called Twang.
Oh. I thought you were making it as a talking point.
No. And then the time I'm going to talk about is just when Keegan wanted to have a barrel burn, he was going to melt down some stuff. And he thought, okay, so in Des Moines it would be highly obvious. We thought in Colfax, you could open burn. And we thought, okay, there shouldn't be anything wrong with it. Well, his plan to make a smoke-free, barrel fire, basically, or I don't know what we want to call it, like smelter. There we go. It didn't work. Let's just say that. It had an abnormal amount of smoke. So much smoke that it filled the air, and you could see it on the interstate, which was a half a mile away from our house.
Was I there for that one? 'Cause I don't remember.
I thought you were, because we thought we got it all out, and we come back, and the cops are sitting in front of our house, and they're like, you need to put this out.
No, actually, I think I was gone. I was out of town for that one.
Huh. I remember you being there for some reason.
I don't recall me being there.
Well, anyway, so we were out there, and
we got a lot of fire stories, don't we?
a little too many for my liking. But anyway, so yeah, they're like, yeah, you gotta put this out, and like, okay. So actually, that was before we went to go eat, and like, okay, we thought we had it all out. A hot fire like that takes a little bit to go out, but we soaked that thing in water. I mean, it was just like pouring water out the bottom. So we go eat, and we come back, and it's still smoking, but not nearly as bad. Like, just like mix of steam and smoke, but not really like as major. But the cop's like, I'm not taking this. You're gonna get a fine and all this. We never did get a fine, by the way.
Shh.
Ever. We don't live there. They don't know our new address. Ha. All right, we're gonna go on after the song, and this song's really short too. It's only 2:30 left. And I need to read that kids thing. But
That's
anyway,
short.
okay. But to wrap it up, they like got really pissed, and they threatened to call the fire department. Like, if you're not gonna put this out, we'll put it out for you. And I'm like, okay, chill.
So are you gonna talk about the one today on air?
Yes, the one today will be on air. I just was trying. No, okay, shut up.
No, save it. Save it, okay?
Fine. I'm trying.
What?
25 achy breaky heartbreakers with truly majestic manes to compete for this year's. Okay.
They're not horses.
I know. Going to the organizer. Femmullet. I love that word. I'm going to use that.
What? Oh, the femula. I see it.
So it's going to go to the Michigan Wig Foundation for Kids.
Yep.
And TMZ reports that the winner gets a $2,500 prize. This year's finalists for this week, and those are fans of the signature shag, have a chance to mull it over and vote for the favorite by this Friday. Oh my gosh. Could that have been any more cheesy? And I see your concerts below that. Okay, cool.
Yep. I told you it was short.
Yeah. We're good. 30 seconds. 10 seconds quiet in the room. Mixed Country 106 and Honky Tonk Saturdays. It's Odie Coyote here. And we're doing it with some mullet talk. Raven, are you ready to talk about mullets?
No, I thought you said bullet.
Mullets. The hairdo that originated in the late 80s and then extended into the 90s. Man, I rocked that mullet like there was no going out of style with it. Man, I had a mane that would have just...
You don't have any proof.
I know, because my mom... We didn't take pictures in the 90s. We had disposable cameras and like...
Oh, I know.
But we didn't really take photos. And every photo I do have, my mom made me cut it. But man, I tell you, ooh, I had some hair at one point. I remember. But I was kind of a dishwatery blonde too. So it was absolutely pretty. Well, anyway, apparently now, it's a little beyond my time. But we have the kids edition to be able to show off their dues. So the kids are battling for the America's Best Mullet, and the competition is fierce. So the U.S. Mullet Championship, down to 25. I love this one just because it's country reference. Achy breaky heartbreakers with truly majestic manes. I'm taking that direct quote from them. But this year's title of the mullet for the children's online category. According to the organizers, this actually began in 2020 in Michigan, but now it's expanded to, Texas, New York, and Indiana. They need to bring it to Iowa. I would love to be a sponsor of that next year, maybe. We sponsor the kids edition here in Iowa. And I know some Iowa kids got some good-looking mullets. Man, I tell you. I don't think it's going out of style. I love the mullet.
I wasn't really a fan of the mullet.
The mullet is awesome. You will dig the mullet.
No.
I'm letting our kid get one.
No.
Yep.
Our son is not going to have a mullet.
Odie Coyote Jr. is getting a mullet.
Odie Jr. is not, absolutely not, getting
what do
a
you
mullet.
have against mullets? Are you a mullet racist?
No, I just don't like the mullet style.
Well, we need to find a compromise. What's our compromise here?
The current style he's got now.
Okay, so the Einstein look. The bedhead unkept look. That's the style you want.
I've tried combing that kid's hair, okay?
Uh-huh.
He's a boy. He's gonna get all messy.
Uh-huh. Let him grow out a mullet.
He's not getting a mullet.
He's getting a mullet.
No.
Mullet.
No.
Mullet.
No.
Mullet season.
Not mullet season.
Okay, anyway, so there is a $10 entry fee, and it all goes to the... Hang on, I just had it here right in front of me.
You forgot already?
The Michigan Wig Foundation for Kids. There we go. But the winner does get a $2,500 prize. I'm assuming that's a scholarship type thing for kids. And there's even a female category, the Femme Mullet. I love that one. So girls can get mullets too. I love it. But yeah, so it's a pretty cool thing, and it's all for charity and all for good cause. So, come on. Let Junior do it for a good cause.
Honey?
Don't you want to see kids who are suffering, with hair loss diseases like cancer and all of that?
I agree to let him
come on, then let him help
hair out. But I don't like the mullet style.
Okay, what is okay, so a mullet for a boy is like almost a natural thing. Once it gets to a certain length and you're combing it back, some kids will do a little bit of a buzz on the side, but some kids will just let it go. And you get the mullet. It's almost a natural do. There's not much to it.
Yeah, but his hair isn't just straight. His hair it's got like this little wave pattern in it like mine.
Yeah, which is weird. It's kind of the opposite of mine, and it was all real thin. Well, you know what? Don't take my word for it. Blake Shelton says that wearing a mullet again for the Nobody music video felt completely natural to him. Yeah, that's right. So even Blake Shelton's doing it for his new song called Nobody. And the accompanying music video and the song, Shelton plays tribute to the 90s. I say more 80s, but whatever. The time when he moved to Nashville to follow his dreams of being a country singer. And so he says, quote, I remember saying to Scott Hendricks, his producer, wow, man, this would have had a line dance to it. If it had come out in the 90s, Shelton's 46 tells people that was the last time we ever looked back. And so I think that's pretty cool. And most people know Blake Shelton's breakout with Austin. I still love that song. And this is Austin. I still love you. There.
Didn't he have a mullet in that video?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. We'll have to look that one up afterwards. So he adds, hair was sticking to my neck and the sides of my face, and I remember thinking, oh yeah, this is why I ended up cutting my mullet off.
See?
Not because it wasn't cool anymore or trendy, but because it was physically irritating. That is a downside. Guys, we're not used to having hair that touches our neck. I've done it before. There are pictures of me online. And, obviously on The Voice, where he's coaching, he rocked a mullet and says, probably wouldn't do it again. But you know what? You need to do it once. Let your kid do it. Let your kid I'm okay. Let Junior do something crazy with his hair. I'm okay with it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What if he wants to dye it?
I mean, dye it what? Purple? Blue? Red?
Rainbow?
Oh, God. We might have to discuss that one. We might have to have a long discussion over that one. All right, a discussion for our live stream audience here. Go in on facebook.com/MixedCountry106. We have a poll in our live stream. That's right. You can check us out behind the scenes and hear more of our discussions on these type of topics with our live stream video happening right now. So get your butts over there, check it out. Fill out our poll. Yes, then a mullet is in style, or no, leave it in the 80s. That is our question this week, so head on over there, check it out. And but right now, I think we better get back to some music before we have an all-out brawl here over whether or not a mullet is back in style or not. We definitely want to hear your opinion. Let's do it right now. Sammy Kershaw, baby's got her blue jeans on. Oh, yeah. She's getting distracted by people in the corner. Sammy Kershaw, Mixed Country 106, and
Honky Tonk Saturdays.
That was a perfect ramp, too. You didn't even realize it. But you hit that mark perfect.
Oh, thank you.
Live shows, when you hit the ramp, when you get done talking, like right at the end of the intro of a song, right before the artist sings, or like the big drop in the song or whatever, that is like radio gold. Every DJ, it's like an art form to be able to hit that and to be able to prompt Raven to do her little bit at the end without her even seeing how many seconds were left in the ramp. That's right. In our automation system, if you're, I don't know, you guys probably didn't see the log, but we have a red bar that goes across the screen. It counts down if we've told it how many seconds are in the ramp of a song. And so we try to hit it right at the end and then hit our faders on our mixer to go right up at the end. It's an art form, especially if you can get your co-host to the end and hit the mark. It's literally a craft all of its own. I don't know that listeners like that style very much, but it is actually something that broadcasters go for. One, because it allows us to talk longer, I think, so we don't have to just shut up at the beginning of the song. It gives us a few extra seconds because you're not in radio if you don't like to hear yourself talk. It's just
That's
part of it.
why I'm not in radio.
Yes, you are, actually, now. You cannot get out. You're producing a radio show. You are in radio. Congratulations.
But I don't do all the talking. You do.
Yeah, you're talking. You talk quite a bit. But either way, yeah, going back to our discussion, yeah, Junior's definitely getting a mullet.
No, he's not.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yep.
No.
It's better than the Einstein look. Come on. Where is that kid anyway? Is he in the other room still?
Yes, he's still in the other room.
Call him in here. Here, I'll mute for a second. Okay. He's coming.
He's trying.
Is the door locked?
No. He got
Jammed,
it.
I mean.
Hi.
Hey, buddy. Come. Oh, are you going to do it over there? Hang on. Let me get into OBS.
This is not an Einstein look, by the way.
No, this is actually his hair normal. You should see him in the morning. This is the what's his name? Oh, what's his name? Patrick.
Swayze?
No.
I don't know.
No. He was in Meet the Fockers. The. Oh, what's that dude's name?
I don't know. What do you look like?
He had the hair parted backwards like Junior does. Yeah, see, he has that like hairdo right there. Right there. Junior, I'm touching your head.
See? Oh, hold on. That microphone is not live right now, bud. See? Look. Okay, go. Touch his hair.
I'm touching your hair.
Go wait for the video to catch up. Oh.
Anyway, but I'm trying to remember his name. He was the.
You mean Owen Wilson?
I don't remember
What color was his hair?
Okay, here's another guy with the same hairdo. The guy who played Jack in the 1998 Titanic movie.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah, that hairdo. There you go.
So what's wrong with it?
Nothing, but it's too like preppy. Since when does our kid become a preppy boy?
He's not a preppy boy.
I mean, he looks like he's super smart, which is good, but we're not super smart people. Nothing that he can't be, but we don't ever give off that aura of really smart people.
Hi. Here, tuck in this one.
Hi.
Hi. Everybody say hi to Junior. If you're watching on the live stream, give Junior a big hi. Shoot a comment down for him. Wave to the camera. Wave. There you go. All right, let's update this thing because it's already past that log point.
All right, do you got enough time to squeeze in concerts? There's only 3 of them I put in.
We'll find out. Here, I'm gonna switch it over.
So we can see you.
There we go. That way they can see the log. All right. Let's see what we're doing here. We have one more talk break.
Yeah?
And we have 2 minutes exactly to kill.
Okay, you could talk about the bacon.
Yep. So we'll talk about the bacon and concerts.
Yep. That should do it.
That'll wrap her
Wouldn't
up.
it?
Yeah, hey, the show's actually wrapping up pretty good. We're not going to be late. There should be plenty of time to do that. Heck yeah. Woo!
Chair is fading away.
You can never beat a kid's giggle. Hey, we even got the country news break in this time. Oh, look who else is coming to pay a visit. Hey, buddy. Here, let's do this. Come here, butt boy. Look who else. I got
Puppy fighting an ear infection.
That's right. So we have his cone on him because he's getting really itchy with it. Yeah, buddy. Hang on, buddy. Let's get you on camera. Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
Bubba?
here we go.
What's
Come
it
on, puppy.
thinking?
Up. Woo! Hi, everybody.
Here, Bubba.
Yes.
Here,
Yes.
Bubba.
Yes. Oh, there's the puppy. There's the
Junior,
puppy. Oh, yes. Yeah, this is Kobe, everybody. If you don't know who he is, he wanted to come and pay a visit. Yeah. Oh, yes. Come here. Come here, puppy. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, you're going to lick my microphone, aren't you? Yeah, please don't. I don't know where he's going now. Oh, he's going to go in the other room, I think. Kobe, come here. You got to put your cone back on so you don't get licky. Kobe, come here. Now, Kobe. Kobe, come here. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. All right. There you go. Go on. Go lay down.
Red dog.
Yep.
Red dog.
Lay down. Nope, Kobe. Kobe, come here.
Yeah, don't let him go in the den. Have him lay
Go
down
lay
in
down.
here. And
There we go.
all right, Jen, you can go back to watch your shows, okay?
Okay.
Ugh.
And then Raven, if you want to hit the mics real quick. Are we good?
Yeah.
Are you back on heads?
No.
Okay. All right.
There, I'm back.
Cool. You don't see the claws. My favorite trick in the whole world. I know, dog. You miss people.
I'm a social puppy.
I bet he's gonna go potty. I think that's what he's saying.
Well, after the
You got 15.
Sure.
If you can hold out 15 minutes, we'll be good.
yeah. Yep, I remember that trick.
So, do you remember? There was like this. There were some people who were like, I don't know, Christian theorists or whatever. People who like to think about, when Jesus is gonna come back and look for all the signs, and which isn't necessarily a bad thing in and of itself. But there's people who get really, really into it. And there was some crazy thought some time ago about that if you drink a Monster, that this has so many satanic references apparently to it that you're basically like paying Satan or something like that. Like when you do this, I'm trying to remember. I think this is the PepsiCo. Doesn't PepsiCo own Monster?
Let me see.
There. Okay, let me check out these concerts here.
According to this, it's its own brand.
I was thinking like they were owned by PepsiCo or. Yes, Papa. Yes, puppy dog. Ugh. Ugh. He's so needy.
They're okay. They are partnered with Coke.
Ha! I knew it.
Partnered.
I knew it. You gotta get this last commercial break in.
Here's your evil drink.
The evil satanic drink that is Monster. Whoa. You can even see and might make me invisible. There must be some demonic thing behind this. No, I don't buy into all that. I'm sorry. I don't think that there's anything that you can necessarily do. Like, there's no such thing, as far as I know, of a drink in the Bible that instantly, like, possesses you with a demon or that supports, demon or evil satanic stuff. I mean, if you take the mark of the beast, which hasn't happened yet, because I think, if I understand Revelations right, you're supposed to, like, the rapture's supposed to happen long before the beast rises, and you can't buy or sell anything unless you have the mark of the beast.
I don't like reading that portion of it. It's too creepy.
It's gonna happen though.
I know it's gonna happen.
Let's just hope you and I aren't here for it. Let's just hope we're already with Jesus in heaven.
I know.
The way this world's going, you don't ever really know. Jesus said even in his time, "Be ready. I'm coming back soon."
No, it just said be ready. I'm coming back. We don't know when.
I thought some translations had "soon" in it.
Well, our version of soon and God's version of soon are two different things.
Yeah. So at the fair last week, I wore a tank top. I got a little burned, and it came out nice and crispy. I know the lights don't do it justice here. They still make me look kind of washed out, but
I don't recall you wearing a tank top.
Nope. So from like the elbows down, I'm tanned, and shoulders, still
You have
white.
a farmer's tan.
All right, I think we're going on after the song.
Yeah.
At Murphy's restaurant, she said she was fresh from the farm. Oh yeah, I was gonna use this break too to talk about Sammy and reviewing that concert compared to Brooks. I'm gonna have to be quick. We'll see how much.
Not to mention concerts and bacon.
Oh gosh, yeah, we got quite a bit. But I mean, even if I need an extra 2 minutes, I mean, I can spare it. If we go over by 2, it's fine.
Yeah.
That's my target. All right. 2:27 left. And then we're going to end with Brooks and Dunn, Boot Scootin' Boogie. And you're probably wondering, but I actually did custom make this playlist yesterday when I was building.
Oh, you did, huh?
Yep. So I built the show out yesterday in Music One.
Concert on there, and the artist isn't even the list. Did you take a look at the concerts?
I did.
Yeah, did you notice one?
Yeah, I was already done with. It's already passed.
No, it's not.
Well, one was in. I mean, what? So August 20th.
August 20th, that's today.
That's today.
Yeah, 2 today, 1 tomorrow. But
two
did
today.
you catch the name of one of them?
Long Island Community Hospital Amphitheater.
No,
Sam
the
Hunt.
artist.
Okay, Sam Hunt, Cody Jinks, Aaron Lewis. What about it?
You always play the Aaron Lewis song.
Oh, I do. I'm going to have to make an exception. I'll get it done in the 6 o'clock hour. All right, we got minute 24.
By the way, if anyone ever catches us out in public, don't forget to...
Whoa. Shouldn't pause that thought for just a second. And there you go. Now you do it.
Okay, if anyone catches us out in public, don't forget to ask us about one of these lovely cards.
That's right. Get you a quick access QR code. Has all of our shows on there. Has my contact info if you want to give me a shout out. And
if you need some tech...
Yeah, go ahead.
If you need some tech, have some tech issues, don't be afraid to get a hold of us through Loft and Space.
You have no shame.
Hey, you have them sitting literally right next to me.
I know. Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. 30 seconds. This one's going to be quick. I'm not doing much of an intro. Quiet in the room, please. from East Country 106 and Honky Tonk Saturdays. Concerts this week on August 20th today. And also coming up, we got a couple ones actually happening today. So we got Aaron Lewis tonight in Amarillo, Texas. And we also have Cody Jinks going to be at the UPMC Event Center in Moon, TWPPA, Pennsylvania. But tomorrow we have Sam Hunt. He's going to be at the Long Island Community Hospital Amphitheater in Farmingville, New York. And so, folks, hey, we got a couple things that we need to get to. Most importantly, let's go ahead and talk about the almost fire that happened with our studio today.
Right.
Yes.
Switch. You're still on me.
Oh, well, geez. She's upset because the live stream folks are seeing.
I'm not the one talking, you are.
Yeah, well, okay. Anyway, so we're going to be kind of continuing here. So we had a little incident this morning. So I got up and I was like, hey, Junior, let's make some bacon and eggs. It was a little bit late in the morning, about 10:30 when we got started and all that. Well, anyway, so I'm not really much of a cook when it comes to indoor cooking. I can barbecue all day long. If it's got a fire and it's supposed to have a fire, I can cook. If it's inside and there's not supposed to be a fire, you might as well just like kick me out of the kitchen. I have no business being in there. So here's what happened today. I preheated a pan. It was about medium heat. Put some bacon on it. And, thought everything was fine. But it started to smoke really bad. And I was like, uh-oh, this ain't good. But I didn't want to like lead on to Junior. But by that point, it was too late. Our ADT alarm system went off. The smoke detector's going off. So I had Junior help me open up the windows, turn on the fans and all that. And ADT called. I'm like, don't worry. It's just bacon and all that. And we're fine. There's no fire. It's just smoke. They're like, okay, we won't call the fire department. And like 10 minutes later, a fire truck shows up. And I'm just like, oh, please, no. No. But by this point, I couldn't even deny it. I'm like, I come outside and there actually is smoke coming out of the house. And I'm just like, oh, no. And so my first thought to be clever and try to save myself a little bit of face. So I go to the first thing I say out of the fire to one of the firefighters was, you guys want some bacon? I can give you some bacon. That's all it is. There's no fire, but we got bacon if you want it. And he's like, no, it smells like burnt bacon. Like, yeah, sorry. So producer Raven should never let me in the kitchen, but it caused quite a scene this morning, and I'm sure our neighbors just think we are the weirdest people who really, really don't know what we're doing. They probably thought that before this, and this just like...
Defense, you said...
Hey, wrong mic. There you go.
In my defense, you said that you were going to make him breakfast this morning.
I tried. Maybe I should have just made Pop-Tarts.
Or given him cereal.
I know.
Or oatmeal.
It's kind of hard to screw that up. Anyway, so we got some ribs going on right now, and actually I need to get ready and go turn those suckers here. So we got 3 minutes left in the show. But real quick, guys, I just wanted to say, hey, it was really awesome to be at the Sammy Kershaw show. Every one of the songs I played tonight were at that concert, and what was really cool and different, both Brooks and Dunn that we saw last Friday, and then Sammy Kershaw, which we saw last Sunday, they were very good for their own reasons, and so they're very good for their own reasons. And one of the things about Brooks and Dunn is just the whole showmanship. I mean, these guys have been doing it forever and a day. And so it was just really good to see those guys, come out there, perform the way they do. And see, the thing about Sammy that was different about him was he just had this conversation the whole time with the audience, and it was so captivating, especially when he was talking about how in '93 he actually performed the night of the floods that happened, and even went out and helped to sandbag every the area around the courthouse and all of that. I thought that was just so cool, and that's what made it really awesome, is to have not only his musicianship, but to hear him talk about his relationship with George Jones, which, by the way, we had that album and it's rotating, not on our heavy rotation, but we are playing his album, A Tribute to George Jones. We also got every one of his compilations and all of that, and I recorded those actually in a higher quality. So we have those in lossless audio, and so they only get encoded once. So they should sound a little bit even better than some of the other stuff. Not that the other stuff sounds bad, but it was just nice to be able to get a good, high quality recording out of those. So definitely encourage you guys to go check Sammy out, and that's why we've been featuring him so much. But Brooks and Dunn were good in their own right, and are going to leave the show tonight with some Brooks and Dunn. Producer Raven, before I let everybody go, did I forget anything today to talk about?
No.
Good. Okay. So we're going to wrap it up here, folks. Let's do it. Let's do it with some Boot Scoot and Buggy here on Mixed Country 106 and Honky Tonk Saturdays. Okay, we're clear on the broadcast feed. Let me wrap it up here on the live stream for these guys.
Yep.
Okay. All right, guys. Want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to the live stream for Honky Tonk Saturdays. It's been a blast. It's always cool to hear from you guys and see you guys and chat with you. Producer Raven, I hope you had a blast too today.
That was good. Good time.
It was definitely a good time. Very good show. One of our best ones, I think, so far. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will see you guys next week on Saturdays, 5 p.m. Central. Keeping it clicked right here to Honky Tonk Saturdays, Mixed Country.
Bye.
106. Bye-bye.